for me, made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, I still gotta. Be knowing here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I gotta have a mind and hit you with a spit you, get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. I'm floating through the front door, my modest attire. Good Lord, mama, you know.
It is a cold rain coming down. It could be a wet and wildwood here by the lakeshore as we join you from Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Burrow changing things up here. The throw over the middle taken in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
At the 12-yard line.
Here we go.
A draw play for Mixon. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be out right at the 35. 31 yards there and a 1st down. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got to pin back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, it's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The Browns sit 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
That's good for another Cleveland Browns.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
1st down. Here's Burrow. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Jamar Chase, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run. The 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, 1st down. And the slot man goes in motion left. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
106 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
The slot man in motion right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Second and 10 at the Bengals 18-yard line.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Bengals 7, Browns 6.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Now Watson going to change the look here.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on the first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he stopped immediately there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow to Mixon on the check down. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're well balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Burrow work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
T. Higgins,
35 yards.
and the Bengals are able to add on to that lead. McPherson on for the point after.
And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
14, Browns 6. McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A big play that time for Cleveland. 46 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now Watson. And this one is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson changing the play. A give running right is Chubb. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. An audible here to get a new look. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a set.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have come back to make it a 2-point game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
On 2.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
11.
On 2nd down, Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Chubb will get the call running left. Down the numbers. There he goes.
zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
174 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Chubb running right. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And that'll keep this a 1-point game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They go play action with Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
13.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
And again, it's Chubb.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Now it's Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb.
Room past the 35.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller said that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a first down.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Browns have retaken a third quarter lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
11.
Burrow on play action. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100, and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They'll set up to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Burrow changing the look.
11 mighty.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now they'll change things up. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill, and the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They begin this drive with Chubb. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead is Strong. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
In motion left, that's Cooper. And off comes to Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Second down, here's Chubb again. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
3rd and 4. The handoff to Ford up the middle, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gutsy call turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. And Chubb will try the middle here. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 5. Now Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Bengals drive about to get going. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Once again, they run with Mixon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
On the delay, it's Mixon. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And they're going to speed things up here.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it. He's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
1-1, ready?
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
11 empty.
Now it's Burrow. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense have other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? If you're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Get the boys down, he's coming.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 78 yards. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Bengals. And McPherson on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Bengals 31, Browns 27.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This is 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Watson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
McPherson with the kickoff for Cincinnati.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Chubb on the counter, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw, Watson. Into the hands of Cooper. Now hang on here, because following that play, it looks like Amari Cooper is in some distress. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Watson to throw. Completes to Njoku. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Watson.
42-yard line.
Right back to Njoku. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Here's 1st down. Here's Watson. He'll get the hook up there to Woods. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks are just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
One last throw here for Watson. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all 0 showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for the Bengals, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me, spin and slide, say you gon' step by me, who gon' step by me, who gon' step by me.
Yeah, told him I would be a boss before I had business. I don't even need nobody here to vouch. I was all alone, so I ain't have a witness. Right back to the lab. Gotta go to work, I'm revving up my engine. I was just putting groceries in the bag. Now wait a minute, yeah, forgot to mention. I'm $100 million richer. Might paint $100 million picture. One man army, but I don't fatigue. Better have 100 million coming with you. Got good karma, so I'm riding fiscal. Hit the crossover, leave them playing Twister. Oh, they thought that I was just a... Now when I do, they call me Mister. Stop it. Big wall would suffice. Play with the family, playing with your